Hi everyone. I'm trying to get this set up so Catherine and I can do our interview together. So I'm still just positioning things on my side. And let me see if I can get Catherine here with me also. So hang on a second. She has to see that I've gone live first, I think. And then we'll see about getting her on. We were trying this yesterday and it didn't work out so well. I'm not sure what's happening. And so now we're just waiting for Catherine to join us. And while we wait, I'll just go ahead and tell everyone I'm Madeline Kennedy. And I'm really glad to be here with all of you. So let's just wait and see what happens. This first part of the interview she may have to edit. But on Facebook it just goes out right away, doesn't it? There's one of my chakra paintings up over there. So I'm glad that she's going to join us. Just give her just a little bit more time so she can see that we're live. Maybe I should text her on my phone and say, we're live now, Catherine. Thanks, everybody, for being so patient with us. It's really, really funny how things like this work out, isn't it? You just never know. And I think she said that her power went out on her side, too. So it's like, okie dokie. That's always how it is. Something interesting. Because she can't see me yet. Uh-oh. Maybe Facebook has just decided to be a little odd today and yesterday. Or, you know, maybe it's not Facebook. Maybe it's the user. Just saying. It might be the user. That would be me. Like, really, me. Let's see if she's got anything yet. Not there yet. Well. It says I'm here. I'm here with you guys live. I can see it. It says live. Let's see if I can tag her. Maybe that'll do it. Yes, there you are. That just took a little while, didn't it? All right, let me find her. Still not, okay, I can invite her. Don't want her to just watch. I want her to come on. Let's see if I can find her here. You know, this stuff gets so funny, doesn't it? Off and on crazy at times. You just never know. It takes a while for everything to show up like it's supposed to be. Right now, it's not even showing me that Catherine is here with me, even though I know that she's viewing. I can ask questions on chat. Why would you do that when we're here together? Let's see if it'll show up again. Come on, Catherine. I don't even have a chat window open here. This be silliness. No chat window. Even though we should have a chat window somewhere. Bring a friend. exactly sure what all's going on here. I see that you're here. I would rather see your face, I think, Catherine. This is kind of strange till I can see you showing up. I know we do split screen. I know it should happen. There's going to be a delay if we continue to do this on the chat like this. Are you okay with that? And I will just go ahead. While I'm here, too, I'll show you. This is one of my chakra paintings. This one's for the heart. It's for the fourth chakra. The painting behind me, iPad is interesting in it, is an energy painting. If you can see that. Hi, Judy. I see Judy's with us. Catherine, I love you, so I can do the interview like this if you want. Just like, let it all hang. You know? What else can you do? Is that what you want? Really? Okay. So I can do show and tell. And I'm really good at winging it. I can wing it pretty good if you need me to. Can you see me okay? Is everything lined out like you like? I hope. There's another painting over here. I'll show everybody if I can get the camera to go. See the big painting over my bed? It's called Magnolia Fantasy. I painted that some time ago, and it was won an award in a show in Fort Worth. I can't remember the name of the show now, but it was in Fort Worth. So, I guess a little about me, huh, Catherine? Hi, Judy. My name is Madeline Kennedy, and I've been painting for a few years. Okay, go with it. Okay, this is the Catherine Show by remote chat. How's that? So I'm grateful that she's invited me to be in your group and part of the group and do the interview, which we're going to get this figured out. So we'll be doing other things together later, and you'll be able to see us both on the screen, her talking to me and me talking to her. So I think that's going to be great. Let's see. I started painting years and years and years ago, probably 40-something years. And my best friend, Judy Wilder Dalton, and I found each other in painting way back before we had kids and grandkids and all that kind of stuff. And we've gone through the gamut. I have studied with some major hitters like Kay Polk, was the past president of the Pastel Society. Bill Herring, who's the past president of Knickerbocker Artists, out of New York when that was going strongly. Was in private atelier with both of those people and learned a lot. Have had a extensive training in art. There's my bio list thing if you want to know. You can find information on me on my website, madelinkennedy.com. That's the website I currently have. I've entered a lot of shows. I've won a lot of awards. I have some international people that have my work too. It's just like all out there, all over. So I have a few questions here that Catherine had made note of earlier. And if you type in Catherine, I don't see you saying anything. You're just letting me fly, aren't you? You're so funny. So I also am very connected with my high-level guides. I'm a different type of artist, but not so different than any of you probably aren't like that also. I'm connected into spirit, divine source energy, God, the universe, whatever you're comfortable calling it. That's where I get my information from. All the chakra paintings that I got. Now, I have little prints here of the smaller size of the chakras. I can show you. But they were all directly channeled to me. The originals are like this one over here that I showed you, the heart chakra painting. They're 30 by 40. And here's one of the prints of this is the root chakra. This is the first chakra. I don't see any chat coming through on this side of the video. It's not showing up for me, Catherine, so I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with that, but this is the first chakra. This is the first one that was painted. That's 30 by 40. This one is for the third chakra. It's super, super powerful. They're all abstract. They're all different. Each one of these, like I said, were channeled to me. And I have an essence from Egypt that goes with each one of these chakras. I bring essences back from Egypt. They are high vibrational and blessed by the holy men there at the pyramids. This one is for the 8th chakra. So this is the chakra, the Egyptian pharaonic chakra system. I'm going to see if I can follow Catherine along here on the chat for my phone, because nothing's showing up down here. So give me just a second, guys, if you would. It's always fun times with my electronics. I'll make sure I turn the volume off. And let's see if I can see what's going on here. Nothing yet, I don't think. Sometimes you have to sign in as a different person, I think. But anyway, oh, hold on. There we go. There we go. Hold on. Oh, says you've been chatting. That's all I've got so far. So this one, this image, is a painting for the 9th chakra. Let me turn the sound off, which it won't let me. So I'll turn the volume down. Okay. I see. Yes. Sorry, excuse my fingers. Go on. Okay, so this is the one for the 9th chakra. So there's 10 different chakra paintings. I've put them in a little card set that I was guided to do. This one is an example of the card set. This is the 7th chakra, the crown chakra. And it comes with when you get the card set, it's with a bookmark and one of the essences. And the essences are just amazing. They're not like essential oils. They're not like Bach flowers. They're not like anything else that you have experienced. They are high vibrational tools for ascension, for the 5th dimension, for your awakening. They really, really, really vibe. And Catherine is my best testimonial for that. And Judy, who's been here on the call with us, because they've experienced them a lot. So these were painted with, on stretched canvas by golden liquid acrylic. I love liquid acrylic because I love vibrancy in my color. So I've done those a while back, and then we played some with alcohol inks. Are you familiar with alcohol inks? They're pretty awesome. This is one of the paintings I did with alcohol inks. Don't know if you can see it. It's very loose, very abstract. This is on black high gloss paper, cardstock paper, and I just love it. There's images that show up all the time when you do this. Now this one is just painted on this black shiny cardstock paper, and I have the thing here I can show you. Hold on, I think I can get it. Oh, the paper's from Paper Accents. It's scrapbooking paper, like this. And so you can cut this off because these you can see is small. So you can cut this and make this a small size. You just drop some ink on here, and you drop some fluid on here, and you get a can pressure of air or blow it through a straw and just let it go on its own. This is only done with white on this black, and it got all these nuances of these colors of gray in here because of how transparent the white was going across the luminous black underneath. So I think that was awesome. I have another one here that I did. This one is on gold luminous paper. I hope you can see this. See? This is a goddess image. I work with goddess energy a lot. And she just kind of painted herself too in this massive feather headdress. And then I have this other small one. This also is on black, of another floral on black. So alcohol inks is amazing. Lots of fun to do. And sometime during this next spring, I'm going to schedule another alcohol inks painting class, and I'm also going to schedule a journaling class. If you are not familiar with journaling, artistic journaling, this is another thing that I've taught and that we've followed along. I'll show you a few of these pages. This is fun because it's like you can get your color schemes from here of what you want to create one of your larger artistic pieces from. This one I like because it's like no color, and I'm a colorist. So for me to come up with black and white and no color was pretty interesting. Let me show you just a few more here because they're themed for me. Like this one, if you can tell. Do you see this Toulouse-Lautrec piece? So it themed the whole piece for me. Some of these words are from old books that you can tear apart or old discarded paperbacks. And it's just, this is a craft paper. It's just, you know, layered on, and this is tissue paper. And then this, all this rubbing out here is inks that I got from Rangers. That's stamping ink. Instead of putting stamps on, I just kind of smudged it. Smudged it everywhere. This one's kind of a different color scheme. And those of you that know all about art journaling, this is nothing new to you. But for those of you that it is new, it's easiest for, if you want to try, at least for me, try with a color palette theme. So this here was the parrot I went with, and then everything else just kind of filled in. So fun. So much fun. There's one more I was going to show you if I can find it. Because I don't have very many in this book, but we're going to do some more. Actually, I guess there's two more. This one. And so for some of these, there's a lot of paintings that are on the art magazines that you get, advertising different art classes. So you can take some of that and just tear that out and Mod Podge that on your paper if you want. There's also room for cutout stencils. See, this is a cutout stencil I did. So that's about that. If you have any questions, if you would just go in the chat here. I see Catherine. Yeah, I can see you talking to me over here. I just don't see you talking to me here. So that's okay. What's my process? Love the gold one. I love the gold one too. Love the collage. Never thought of doing a journal. So I didn't either, but I was working with my friend Judy Wilder Dalton. Like I said, we've been painting forever. And Judy is always a continuing growing artist. And she's into photography, all kind of great stuff. And Judy said, let's do this. And I said, why? Why would you waste your time doing that when you can be creating on surfaces doing that? And she's like, because it'll give you themes, it'll give you ideas, it'll give you background, it'll give you a starting place to do something else on one of your larger pieces or a smaller piece. I'm like, okay, I can handle that. So I found out as I let myself do this that I truly enjoyed it. Look at the colors in this one. It's just really letting yourself go and get into that creative space. Now about getting in the creative space, it's like you have to be ready for it. You can't just sit down and make yourself create. It's not about being hard. It's about being fun and enjoying and really allowing yourself to go into the flow. I figured out a long time ago that I would do my artwork separate from my spirituality growth, from my metaphysical teachings and changings. Oh, hold on. Here's Catherine. Bring Catherine on. Add. And I think Catherine should be able to come on with us here because I just added her. It says can't bring Catherine on. Let's see. Bring Catherine on. Yes. Can't bring Catherine on camera. Well, it's not like we're not trying, Catherine. We are working it. We are absolutely doing this right. So, again, it is what it is, isn't it? So, Catherine's asking about my process of combining art and healing energy. And that's super interesting question. Because in the beginning, I didn't. It was like I kept my art separate. I kept my spiritual growth and beliefs and training separate. I kept everything separate, separate, separate. Because I didn't want to offend these people with this, and I didn't want to offend these people with this. But as I grew and developed in all of this understanding of what we really are, who we really are, and what all we really carry, all of those little separate pieces are all parts of you. So you should bring them all together in one component. And the people that aren't ready to accept you for you, you give them a little wider distance. You don't change for anybody. You are always you, no matter what. So after painting for over 40 plus years, something like that, I didn't mean to say that out loud, but I guess I did. It's been a while, closer to more than that. I now see how it all comes back around together. I'm a channel. I don't know if any of you are familiar with channel, but for me, and I love to read cards. Cards are an interesting thing. I have all kinds of cards here. It's all part of your gifts. It's all part of your ability to tap into the divine. So praying is beautiful. We always pray. I submit questions and ask for help from a divine being that you believe in, no matter what you want to label it. But when you do this type of work and you tap in through meditation and through your painting and your artwork, it's a way, instead of you always talking to God, it's a way that God speaks back to you. The universe speaks back to you. The divine speaks back to you. It shows up beautifully when I do different card readings. It's just somebody has a question or an issue or something that they're not even aware of, and it surfaces. So it's the same when you paint. Like you go through a blue period or a dark period or a goth period. You know, part of it is all your process of moving past it and looking at that side of you and just being you. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for joining us. I can see over here what's going on. Just not here. Oh, well. So in my development of my spirituality and me being an open channel, I started with my artwork channeling it. It just flowed. These large 30 by 40 paintings, I've painted all 10 of them within a 2-week period, straight in a row from chakra 1 to 8. 8 of them. I had 8 to start with. And then when I went to Egypt again, and I got some more essence back from the Holy Man, then the other 2 paintings painted, which was this one. This is the 9th one. This is painted by the goddess Isis energy. And then this is the 10th one. This one is the energy to help ground you into the center of Mother Earth after you're out there being space cadet for a while. This one comes with the essence called Main Gate. And this one comes with an essence called Isis. Angel, even though Isis painted this one. So you can find everything on my website about the artwork and the essences. The website is belovedessences.com. And I have my Facebook. You can, friend me on Facebook, Madeline Kennedy, or my page, Beloved Essence on Facebook. Now I have a lot of different groups and several different pages. Pages for my art, pages for channeling, pages for weird is or normal, which is what we're starting to understand, that everybody is weird in their own way. So it's pretty awesome. This book was channeled to me some time ago by my high-level guides. This is a whole collection of guides that have sent information out here. And this is one of my paintings. This one's called Universe Mother Earth. I had no idea it was supposed to be on the cover of my book until years later when we did the book, and they said, by the way, that's what the painting is for. I'm like, okay. Because to me it was very interesting when she painted, if you can see her, and she painted this beautiful angelic being standing on this orb, sending energy to the earth and all this dimensional things with her wings and flowers in her hair with this beautiful brown face. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. Well, for her to be Universe Mother Earth, you would think that she would have a brown face, wouldn't you? So I think that's quite surprising. So a lot of the things you don't know what your future is going to be. You just work on this piece of you, this component of you that you're drawn toward, creatively, artistically inspired to work with. And you work for that for a while. Then you go to this next piece that you're inspired to be part of. And then you go to this next piece. And as the years progress, you soon see that it all gets wrapped up in a bright little bow and presented to you to do with as you will. And it kind of merges together, hooks together. Your puzzle pieces start to fit together in the most beautiful, beautiful way. It's all about allowing yourself to be you. So when I first started painting, in order to get connected in, I would have to get quiet. I would play music. I would make sure I was in a quiet space. I would put my essences on because they lift me vibrationally. And I would start channeling that way, verbally channeling on a recording. And then I would go to the canvas and just start painting. And I would turn it this way and I'd paint, turn it this way and paint, step away, come back, intuitively grab another color, just put it somewhere. But in order to get there, it took me a while of being in a reflective, meditative, let go state, because I still worked in 3D world in corporate. And that really can bog you down when you do that every day, and you want to go back into your creative world. It takes a process. It's a practice. But now, because I've done it so long, I can just kind of think, oh, maybe I need to paint today. And then I realize that's not me thinking it. That's a divine inspiration that's already just happening. It's so instant and so quick. I channel that way now too. They just, when one of the masters have something they want to say, they just come in and say it. And half the time, people think they're talking to me, and I'm nowhere around. I don't even remember what's said. So I love that too. So that's about my process. The more you practice it, the more you let yourself get into the flow of it, the quicker it'll just come. It'll just be inspiration, and you'll just go with it. But you can't force it. You can't force inspiration. You just let it easily guide you, which is the easiest thing. Now, I know we get busy, and it's hard to carry all your tools around with you, everything that you want to have to paint with. Now, I do pastel, I do oil, I do acrylic, I do watercolor, I do alcohol inks, I do journaling. So you name it, I do it. I've done it all mediums, all subject matters for a long, long time. And for me, I used to have to paint. I'd want all my 3 watercolor palettes out here and plenty of space and because I would paint big. Then I would paint little, but it was like, I have to have all this color because I'm a colorist. I'm going to see all this color. And that takes up so much space, and you sure can't take that with you to do a little quick study on your lunch break when you're at corporate. And then I found these. Now, I don't know who's found this. It's backwards. I know it's backwards. It's reading backwards. But this is called VIVA color sheets. And you can order them at VIVAcolors.com. And what's interesting about these is they are very, very, very intense color. This is for watercolor. You get one of those brushes that holds in the belly water. And you get one of your small little watercolor tablets. And you take this. Kleenex. You got it. So you can see all the tabs here will pretty much tell you what color it is. It doesn't look like it's those colors, but they are. And then they have this little tissue paper in between to keep them from bleeding on each other. And it takes a small amount. These have been great. I really have enjoyed this for just a little quick study. Because when inspiration hits. So you can have, if you're in an office, and you can have your small little d'arches pad or whatever you want that you work on sit beside you on the phone, and instead of just doodling on a notebook or on a message pad, doodle on your d'arches pad, and then when you get a break, pull out your watercolor brush that's got the water in it and give it some color. And then you have met that creative urge that was surfacing at the time that you needed to do something. Don't know if y'all are this way, but if I haven't painted in a long time and I need to paint, the palms, the center of my hands start to itch, and I get really, really, really grumpy. And when my kids were younger, they would be home with me. They would say, "Mom, don't you need to go paint? You need to go paint. And I'm like, well, I don't have to. No, you need to go paint. My oldest daughter would say, I'll take care of them. I'll take care of the other two. You need a few minutes to go in that studio and paint. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to stand you. Which I thought, that's crazy, but that makes sense. That's how kids are. They're very intuitive. So I would paint, and I would come out much, much, much better. It's not always easy to paint, though. And so this is great. The other thing I like to do, though, if you have an iPad or some sort of a more modern, updated notebook, and you have a stylus, I have an pencil, you can do a program app that you can download that's called Procreate. And it has colors, it has brushes, you can do charcoal drawings, you can do Conte, you can fill in with color, you can fill in with all kind of things. You can become an illustrator if you want to do that. There's classes out there for that. There's a lot of free videos on YouTube for Procreate. And there are other ways out there too that you can create on an iPad. So how easy would that be, just to take your iPad and your iPencil or your stylus and just travel with that and get your thoughts down? Because we traveled all throughout Europe several years back, and I took a little travel watercolor palette and a larger pad, and when we're on the different trains, the bullet and all those things, I would just look out the window and get some ideas down. Wherever we stayed in the hotel, I would draw some ideas through Paris and through Germany, and now I go to Egypt. I take people to Egypt all the time for healing meditation tours. I've been doing Egypt for about 18 years, so I have everything at my fingertips if I want to draw something or get something down that I feel inspired to. So that's basically what I wanted to share with everyone, I think, Catherine. I'm going to give you all a schedule of what's coming up for me in case you want to join in with me anywhere else. I'm going to still try to bring you on, Catherine, and see if it'll let me add you yet. No, I don't know why. It's just not letting me. Fred, it's funny because this is from Lori. It's okay if I take a minute to read these guys, and this is the only way I can connect with you guys. Lori says she was a certified angel guide, angel card reader, and love art, but I was so discouraged when I was young. We all hid ourselves when we were younger because we were under other people's influences. And as we got older, we learned that it's okay to make up your own mind and be who you want to be as you need to be. And the main thing I love about these cards, oh my gosh, is the illustrations on them. Look at this. Is that not gorgeous? Now, I don't know how many of others of you like sparkly stuff, but I'm like, oh my word, these are so beautiful. And I can't tell you how many cards I have, but the images are just out of this world. Now, I have a bunch from Doreen Virtue, which is okay. She had beautiful images created by, what was his name? G.D. Marcus something. I loved his work. Just beautiful. So, that was awesome. I want to tell you right quick, you can reach me at belovedessence.com, which is my website. My page on Facebook is Madeline Kennedy. Also have a Beloved Essence page. But the things that I have coming up right quick is, other than the painting, alcohol inks, and the journaling that I'm going to schedule for September here for people in the Houston area and the spring area, I have online class starting this Tuesday night. It's titled University of the Galactics, where we're going to learn a lot about those spiritual beings and what they want us to know about themselves. And every time I do that type of a class, the energy in the room really, really, really elevates, because they come and they take care of the whole class. I don't have to teach it, they teach it. I also do meditation at my chiropractor's office the first Thursday of every month, and she's in Houston also. and it's alternative health management. If you're in the Houston area, please reach out to me so we can stay connected. That would be awesome fun. I also teach for Isis Priestesses Training. I'm an Isis High Priestess. Gone to Egypt for many years and have connected with Isis for a long time. I co-teach that with my friend Rosalie Muir out of Australia, and we teach it over Zoom, and it's a 9-month intensive course. Very, very deep, very intensive, and we teach that on starts March the 27th. I can send you information about that. Also, I'm going to teach Angelic Reiki level 1 and 2 the last weekend of March at my chiropractor's office at Alternative Health Management. And I'm taking a group to Egypt the first part of September, if you're interested in going with that. Going with us there. So my husband is there, his family's there, and they really take care of all of us. So I want to offer you, all of you, for spending so much nice time with me, and thank you, Catherine, for just letting me talk. My readings that I do in my office when I'm at my Spirit Quest Center in Spring is where my main office is, and I do all kind of healing work, angel work, Atlantean angels, healing, all kind of things that I have learned, all these different modalities, Seikam, Reiki, all kind of things. Well, when I do my readings, they're usually channeled straight through direct information readings with some cards, and the readings are normally $150 for however long it takes. But I would love to offer any of you who are interested a 3-card reading for $35, because those are fun. There's a lot of information you can get out of 3-card readings. I'm always tapped in. So I would hope that you enjoy your artistic journey, your artistic world. Let it grow, let it expand, and just be yourself. Do not be afraid to be yourself. You can't not be yourself. You're only you. You have come here to do what you're supposed to do. So let that out. Be you. Thank you so much. Bless you, Catherine. I love you too. Loved everyone. Thanks for being here.